and welcome back to Quarantine Yoga. I'm Erin and today's workout is going to be a 15-minute full body stretch. I hope you like it. So we're going for the warm-up now. I want you to be on your knees, the arms apart. You're crossing the right arm over the left, bringing the palms together. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, coming back. Inhaling, taking a back bend. Exhaling back to center. Inhaling back up, and this time we're bringing the hands all the way down, resting the forehead on the hands for a breath. Inhaling back to center, arms out to the sides. Now the left arm comes over the right. Inhaling up, exhaling back to center. Inhaling up, exhaling to center. Inhaling up, and this time bringing the forehead down onto the hands, taking a breath. And then coming back to center. We're bringing the legs apart, the knees apart, and we're sitting between the knees. This is frog pose. So you're bringing the hands out in front with the fingers spread out, resting on your forearms. This is a nice passive hip opening stretch. Just breathing here. And then coming back up. We're going to go now to tabletop position. And from here, down onto the forearms. Extending the legs away, we're in a low plank. Inhaling, lifting the right leg. Exhaling, lowering it. Inhaling, left leg. Exhaling, lowering. Right leg again. Back down. Left leg up. Exhaling, back down. Walking the feet forward, so we're in dolphin pose. Just breathing here. You can go up and down on the toes if you want. Mabel's checking my posture's all right. And then from here, extending the arms, we're in downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the right leg. We're bringing the right knee to the outside of the right elbow. Inhaling up, exhaling, right knee to the outside of the left elbow. Inhaling up, exhaling to the right, squeezing your stomach muscles in, inhaling up, exhaling to the left, and then back into downward facing dog. Now for the left side, inhaling up, exhaling, left knee to left elbow. Inhaling up, exhaling, left knee to right elbow. Inhaling up, left knee to left, coming back up, left knee to right. And then back to downward facing dog. Oh, I've lifted my leg up again. There we go, downward facing dog. And now we're walking the feet in, bending the knees, taking hold of opposite elbows. Just hang here for a moment. And then roll the body all the way up to standing. We're bringing the big toes together, the ankles slightly apart, legs engaged, the shoulders away from ears. Just take a breath here. And then when you're ready, inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, looking straight ahead with a flat back. Planting the hands, stepping to plank. Chaturanga with the elbows in tight to the body. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Breathing here for 5 breaths. Want the heels pressing towards the mat. Fingers and toes also pressing into the mat. We want our stomach muscles engaged, the hips high, shoulders away from ears. Keeping the breath steady. Inhaling, coming up on the toes, bringing the right foot and the left foot facing the front. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling, coming all the way up to standing. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Now for Surya Namaskar B. We're bending the knees. We're drawing the fingers along the mat. Palms touch, looking up here. We're in chair pose. Exhaling, we're folding forward. Inhaling, taking a halfway lift. Planting the hands, stepping or jumping to Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, bringing the right leg forward, back foot to 45 degrees, front knee bent. This is warrior 1, the palms of the hands touching, hips facing the front. Exhaling, hands come down, stepping to plank, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Now for the left. Left foot between the hands, right foot to 45 degrees. Inhaling, arms come up. Take a breath. Or two. Exhaling, hands come down, stepping to plank, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. We're taking some breaths here, looking towards the navel. And then on the inhale, lifting the heels, looking between the hands, stepping or jumping for a halfway lift. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, we're coming back into chair pose. And exhaling up to standing. Take a breath. Now for the standing sequence. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, taking a halfway lift. Planting the hands, stepping or jumping, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the right leg, bringing the foot between the hands. We're coming to warrior two. Back foot to 90 degrees, arms out to the sides, looking through your right middle finger. Straightening that right leg, inhaling, bringing the right arm forward and the hand down. The left arm is up and we're looking towards the left hand, breathing here in triangle pose. Inhaling back up, bending the right leg. The right hand comes to the outside of the right foot and we're sweeping the left arm up, extended side angle. You can take that left foot into 45 degrees if it's more comfortable. Looking towards the left fingers. Taking both hands down onto the mat, stepping the left foot off the mat, and we're going to come into warrior three. So we're taking our balance onto the right foot, lifting the chest, looking straight ahead. Stepping both feet together, take a breath. Now for the left side. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway lift. Planting the hands, stepping or jumping to chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhaling, lifting the left leg, foot comes between the hands, back foot to 90 degrees. Warrior two with the arms out to the sides. Good bend in the front leg. Straightening that left leg, inhaling, the body weight comes forward, taking the left hand down, looking towards the right hand, opening up the chest. Inhaling back up, bending that left leg, left hand comes to the outside of the left foot, sweeping the right arm up, extended side angle. You can move that back foot to 45 degrees if it's more comfortable. And then taking both hands down, stepping the right foot off the mat, looking straight ahead, and then we're lifting up into warrior three. And then stepping both feet together at the front of the mat. So we're coming into our seated postures now. I want you to come down onto the mat. We're taking the right foot into the crook of the left elbow and we're just going to rock that foot or the leg in a circle, opening up the hips. And then from here we have three options. Option one, bring the right foot onto the left thigh and fold forward. Option number two, we're bringing the right foot into half lotus on the left thigh and folding forward like this. Option number three, keeping that foot in half lotus, we're bringing the right arm as far forward as we can get it and round behind the back to take hold of the right big toe and then folding forward. Breathing here in whichever option you chose. Inhaling, looking straight ahead, exhaling here. Now for the other side, straightening the right leg, and we're taking the left foot into the crook of the right elbow, rocking in circles, going in both directions. And then deciding whether you want the foot on the thigh in half lotus and if you're going to go for the wraparound. In yoga terms, they call it bound. And then we're folding forward. You can see I'm a little bit twisted there. If you want to really achieve this posture correctly, you want to have your hips totally straight, little by little. So breathing here. Inhaling, looking straight ahead. Exhaling here. We're coming down to lying down on our back. Just moving the knees from side to side. Option 1 is that we're going to come into half bridge. So we want the heels in touching distance of the fingers, palms down on the mat, and then we're lifting the hips, trying to keep the knees parallel, quite tight together. Option 2 is full bridge, so you're bringing the fingers facing towards the body, and on the exhale you're lifting all the way up. Whichever option you're in, you want to hold it, keeping the breath steady. And then we're coming all the way down, and we're going to go into a forward bend to release that back bend. So just straightening the legs, taking hold of the feet if we can, and folding forward. Getting the breath back. And then from here, we're coming to lying down on our backs. We're lifting the legs, and we're just going to go for some lifts here. So we're lifting the legs up and down, engaging the core. And then you have the option to stay in waterfall pose, or you can support your lower back as you come all the way up into shoulder stand. You want to bring the elbows in tight to the body, the legs engaged. From here, we're lowering down into plow, so you're bringing the feet behind the head, and then if the toes are able to touch the ground, you can bind the hands behind the back. If they can't touch the ground, just keep supporting that back. Supporting the back to come back into shoulder stand, and then we're bringing palms of the hands down onto the mat, releasing ourselves back onto the mat with control. To counteract that shoulder stand, we're going to come into happy baby pose by taking hold of the outsides of the feet with the knees bent. Bringing the knees together, and we're coming up to a seated position. We're going to finish with a nice gentle stretch. So you want to bring the right foot onto the left knee, and then we're going to walk the hands round behind and try and bring our chest down onto the mat. Sometimes it can feel a bit tough at first, but as your body relaxes, it gets easier, and this is a really nice full body stretch. Coming back up, and we're going to change sides, so you want to bring the left foot onto the right knee, walking the hands down, and then lowering the chest onto the mat. Take as long as you need in this posture, and then after that it's time for Savasana, so I'd like you to come and lie down on the mat. Thanks very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and see you soon.